We got stuff. A lot of people leaving.
Oh man,
A lot of people leaving.
now we got a brand new one. I think this one's gonna hurt.
A lot of people leaving. Who's the first? Who's the first? Who's the first victim? And I don't know if we're the victim or they're the victim that's leaving. Shocker.
The first victim yesterday or today?
Let's go yesterday. Shocker.
Richard Torres.
Shocker. That wasn't a shocker. That wasn't a shocker. Yeah, that's
Victor Jones.
uh-oh. Shocker.
But that's not the one.
That's not the one, though. Who is it?
Logan Smothers. You was just talking about him.
You know, Logan's been a backup for a long time. Logan, you know what? I cheer to you, son. Go somewhere where you can play, where you can be the guy, and you can. Yeah, I'm gonna need you because I can hear all of that. Okay, you're gonna have to be. I'm in the studio now, so you're gonna have to be professional. Ain't gonna be no eating and drinking while we're on the air, sir. Do you understand, sir?
Well, let's get that.
Do you Well, get it out the way. Come on, Bach.
What is
you and Terrell are gonna eat the pecan pie?
Oh, that's right.
Cake.
Southern pecan
after
cake.
I run. I might cramp up if I do it now. It looks delicious because I love pecans.
What is it, Buck?
Southern pecan cake from Beatrice Bakery.
Beatrice Bakery.
The Bakery of Beatrice. How is that? This will be the last time you guys eat on the air. You understand? I don't care if it's motor truck. I don't care what it is. Unless we're tasting, we ain't eating on the air again.
Very sweet, very good, delicious.
Is it
pecans.
soft?
Oh, yeah.
Soft? Is it? It's moist?
It's moist,
super moist, and it's loaded with pecans. Here,
yeah.
let me show you guys. See that? Loaded with pecans.
Delicious.
Terrell, you ain't said nothing. Is this your coffee?
Mm-mm.
Raph, you leaving coffee in the studio? What
Somebody
are we doing
is.
here?
Yep.
What are we doing
Get
here?
away from the board.
Listen, I'm telling on everybody. What are we doing here? Leaving coffee with liquid in it on the studio. Put that up over there just in case. So we can see what happens is it's a setup. You know, me and you a little aggressive.
Yeah, what you say? What kind is that?
That's pecan cake.
That's some pecan pie. It tastes good.
Pecan
pie.
Pecan.
We say pecan.
We say pecan.
That's Mark's. Don't Mark.
It's not mine.
Mark, you drink black. Yeah, I know
Get that out of there too. Get that out of there too.
It's got a top on.
Get it out of there,
It
man.
tastes good.
No liquids.
I want the other piece. It's good.
You want another piece? Yeah, there's plenty over here.
Again,
No.
get your feel now, because you will not be eating on the air with me again, son. It's not happening, son. Not gonna happen again, son. Anyway, hurry up, because I can't even ask you any questions because your mouth is full.
Well, this was mandatory.
Hey. Chew it on up, get it out of there, and then talk. Okay, I got to go to Miss Manners. You know, we got to get a bit better manners out of Tupac. Come on, man. You ain't said not a one word about Logan Smothers, Bach.
Well, it's interesting. Logan Smothers obviously didn't practice with the team this spring. Maybe would give you the indication if he stuck around this long that he would, wait till he's healthy to get a full evaluation. We will see. He's not officially in the transfer portal. National report saying that he will. Basically confirmed by some of the local. I don't know what you call Husker Online and all those guys. And so we'll see. I mean, there's reportedly also a chance that he is kind of entering the transfer portal to gauge interest and might return to Nebraska. So I guess, there is always that. You've kind of had that before. So that's interesting. I think with Logan Smothers too, personally, and we talked about this the other day. I know you don't think this is going to happen, VJ, but he was a good safety plan to me in case you do have a guy, one of your starters, Jeff Sims or Casey Thompson, decide to leave. So, he's another guy with the Big Ten starting experience. I think he fits this offense probably better than he did the past offense under Mark Whipple. And unfortunately, he's off to the transfer portal. And then, of course, today we can start with the transfer portal news from today.
No, let me talk about Logan Smothers. Right
Okay.
quick.
Yeah. Well, how you going to try to just
jump me.
Logan Smothers been the most consistent quarterback that we've
no.
had around here in a long time.
Well, when you have breaking news, you're
One of the
supposed
most
to break it.
loyal guys to this program for the last 3 years. Most loyal. This guy went through coaches. He went through different offensive coordinators. This guy played. He got jumped. He got jumped by 2 people now probably 3 people.
Right.
But he still remained loyal to this university. You will never find a person more loyal than Logan Smothers, and is a great running quarterback. Now, what he need to do, find him a nice home, find him a nice fit. Hey, Trent's different at UAB. You're from the state of Alabama. Muscle shows Alabama. Matter of fact, take your talent there and just go find you somewhere to play and continue your education.
Yeah, he's got to go somewhere where he's loved and wanted.
Yeah.
It's like Yant went to FAMU. I told some of my buddies that went to other schools, they got lost in the sauce. And I told them, y'all should have walked on at Nebraska. And then there's guys that played at Nebraska that I was like, dog, you probably should go to UNO and ball out. I mean, I get it, right? Everybody wants to play for the machine. That end is powerful. But is it more powerful to say, yeah, I rode the bench for 5 years at Nebraska?
Yeah, no.
And we didn't win, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? If we were winning, that's a different story. Or to say, yeah, I ran for 4,000 yards at Kearney.
Yeah.
And I got an opportunity. What's that little guy's name way out there in Nebraska that played a long time in the league? What's his name?
What's his name?
Come on, I know his name. I'm just saying, what's his name?
The running back for
Starts
the
with a
Chargers.
D. Starts with a D.
Danny
Woodhead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can't say that just because you go play for a smaller school that you can't go to the league. You can. But if you don't get the tape, you can't go anywhere because nobody's going to take a chance on a person. Logan Smothers got game tape. Logan Smothers will go probably Division I AA somewhere and start.
I mean, he could maybe go to like a MAC school.
He could.
Somewhere like that might be starting.
UAB, Trent Different.
Yeah.
He's from the
Troy.
state.
There's a few Alabama
He's
teams.
from Alabama.
All right, well.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Logan Smothers is?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Muscle shows Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just think that the kid's heart for me is his heart, his ability to humble himself. And even when he was in games with Scott, where if we would have just kept running the ball, we had an opportunity to win the game with Logan Smothers. But we wanted to say, hey, Logan, your strength is passing now. Logan's not Casey.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to have a backup quarterback, even now, let's say Jeff Sims is the starter. There's a different package for Casey Thompson than there is Jeff Sims.
Yeah.
There's and vice versa. So and then as you go down, I told you Purdy gonna wait his time. I guarantee that. Purdy's like, I'm waiting. And then Dylan Riola. All these quarterbacks leaving. Logan Smothers. You don't think it's gonna be a couple more?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, you quickly turn from you got a big quarterback room. Now 2 of them are out. Then you don't want to lose another one because you only got 4 now. Heinrich Harburg being one of those, Chuba Purdy being one of those. Those guys look like they need some development still from the last time we saw them in the spring game. So hopefully not anymore. But it's interesting. Again, like you're saying with Logan Smothers too. Remember 2 years ago in the Iowa game, they were up 14-6 against Iowa. He had some numbers, he had like Adrian Martinez numbers for a first half. And then of course, in Scott Frost fashion, they found a way to lose that game.
Well, he found a way to try to throw the ball.
Right.
Yeah, you're winning. There's no reason to go to this pass off. If you remember the game, I'll never forget it. We first down, we threw the ball with Logan Smothers. Second down, we threw the ball. We might even ran the ball. Third down, we dropped back on our end zone, our backs to our end zone. And what happens? We fumble. Defense recovers, touchdown. Yeah. Now the game, booties are a little tighter. Like, oh God, now we're at home when you should be running the ball down somebody's. You know what? What do we do? Oh, change the game. Kick an onside kick. Let's try it. Let's bury him. No, it's not burying him. That's burying yourself. That's taking the momentum away when you had all the momentum. That should have been a landslide victory if we kept the exact same game plan that we kept in the first half.
Well, and remember Bill Bush, too, jumping in and to save the special teams last year. That was needed in a large part, not just because of this game, but the whole season. But in that 3-9 season, part of that game swung on a blocked punt. But again, Nebraska was up. Now looking at halftime score, but now looking at the game flow, 21-6 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Stop.
In the third quarter.
Stop. 21-6. Can you get the next drive after we went up 21-6? Give me that drive summary. I can almost guarantee you I know what it is. Guaranteed. It's just we have, I don't know. I'm not going to point any fingers. I'm simply saying from my assessment from the outside looking in, when you look at the stats, because the stats tell the story, it seemed to me that when you get up against Iowa, were we at home, Bach?
We were.
Oh my gosh. You got up against Iowa 21-6. Go, Bach. You found it.
And it was kind of fun too, because you were up 15, which is 2 possessions, and then Iowa hits a field goal. So they're up 21-9. Nebraska's up 21-9. A lot of coaches at that point would say field goal's out of it. We need to get score a touchdown. Not Kirk Ferentz. So they're up 21-9. Nebraska then has a 3-and-out.
Okay, 3-and-out. Can you give me the plays? Does it say pass, pass? What is
well,
that?
Logan Smothers run for 1 yard.
Mhm.
Logan Smothers pass incomplete to Vokalek. Logan Smothers pass complete to Samari Toure, but for 3 yards. So they came up short. Of course, that was when the punt was blocked, and Iowa returned it for a touchdown.
Perfect. Stop for a minute. Why, who was the running back? Who was the running back during this whole tobacco?
Not sure for that drive.
I mean, okay.
Gabe Urban. Was it?
One of them, Gabe Urban, Ramir Johnson. It was one of those guys, right?
Yeah.
How come we didn't hear those guys' names if they're running backs? Why didn't we give the ball to the running back and not the quarterback? I'm trying to figure this out because, see, now, coach, the captain has got to pull the X's and O's out. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so you explain to me, first down, Logan Smothers ran the ball. Second down, incomplete pass to Vokalek. Third down, we threw a 3-yard pass. If that was the case, you might as well ran the ball to keep the time going. See? Ball possession, time control, time of possession. Why put the ball in the air? I get it. Anyway, go ahead, Bach. Go ahead. So now what's the score right now? After we trick off the punt and they score, scoop and score. Now what's the score? 21 to what?
21-16.
Perfect. 21-16. Now it's getting a little tighter.
Yeah.
Everybody's shoulder is getting tight. We're getting scared. Can you give me the next drive?
So the next drive was 4 plays, 29 yards.
Okay, stop. What did Iowa do? Did they score or did we go 3-and-out?
Well, because they just returned that punt for a touchdown.
Oh,
so
right.
Nebraska
Okay.
gets the ball back.
Okay, so go. What was the play summary?
Logan Smothers did complete a pass to Austin Allen for 28 yards, so
There you
that's good. Jacquez Yant run for 4 yards. Jacquez run for 2 yards, and then Logan Smothers a 5-yard run to the Iowa 46.
That's a first down.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
Well, they must have been short there at some point because I don't know what's up with this drive summary. It's on ESPN.
Okay.
But
nothing came out of it.
Nothing came of it.
We punted the ball.
Punted the ball.
Okay.
Iowa gets the ball. They punt the ball.
Yep.
But Torrey Taylor gets it down to the 7.
Here we go.
Fair caught it.
Right.
Then you have Logan Smothers pass complete to Samari.
Stop.
Yep.
What yard line are we on?
We're on the 7-yard line.
We're still up. We're on R7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As an offensive coordinator, you tell me why in the what would we ever pull a trigger to throw the ball on first down? I get it, but time of possession, ball control, run game. Go ahead.
I got 1 yard, and then Smothers got sacked for a loss of 6.
Stop. Wait a minute. First down was what?
1 yard pass to Toure.
Stop for a minute. Tell me why we would throw the ball for 1 yard and not run it for 1. You want to be physical? You want those big guys up front to love you? Let them eat straightforward. They're not good in space, but they're good. Me and Terrell put our shoulders together and we block Bach. I guarantee he won't win.
Oh, no.
It's impossible.
No.
Okay, that's called a double block or a combo block.
We're blocking shot like that, too.
Oh, no. I'm just simply saying, go ahead and say the drive again, Bach.
So they have
First down pass.
First down pass to Toure for 1 yard.
Okay, stop. So now it's 2nd and 9 from our 8-yard line, right?
Yeah. So they were at their
second down. What did we do?
Smothers was sacked for a 6-yard loss.
Okay, so on you think who's the coach? We got to start blaming the coach for this because I'm going to expose him right now. It's 2nd and 8 or 9 from the 8. We tell Logan Smothers, who's not the best drop back quarterback. We could have ran quarterback draw for that matter. We get back there and throw a bomb, throw a ball, and we get sacked. So that put us where? Third and what?
I can't tell here. That sack might have been in the end zone because
Yeah, it was
they
a
don't have
safety.
another play. Yeah, so they got an intentional grounding basically for the sack.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So whose fault was that? Is that Logan Smothers' fault? Do you fault Logan Smothers for having the ball on his own end zone on the 8-yard line? You just got 1 yard pass, and then you tell Logan Smothers to drop back. He done ran the ball. Go get the halftime stats. You don't believe me? Get the halftime stats, Bob. See, we gonna coach him up today, Terrell. We're gonna coach him up today, Coach. I'm serious. We got to get coaches. It's X's and O time. You know what? We can give our opinion all we want to, but if you want to really dive into Nebraska football and know what's happened, go get your phones, Google it, get the play drives, get the play summaries, and then you tell me who's to blame. It's not the players, it's the coaches. So I wish Logan Smothers nothing but the best. I hope that he finds a home where the people love him and they feel like he's somebody that can help their program. So, with that being said, we're going to throw it to break and do some investigative reporting or digging. Huh? We're powered
By
Bauer. You're a little slow on that. Powered
by
Bauer. Powered
by
Bauer. Powered
by
Bauer. Powered
by
by Powered.
by.
Come on, Terrell. Hey, it's the Ticket to Captain Show. Fastest 2 hours in radio is rolling on, and I'm with
The Black Shirt.
and Bach. We'll be right back.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Owned Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding bells to trekking the globe and everything in between. Capture your dreams your way with a no-fee Members Owned Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersownedheath.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Eustace Body Shop is happy to welcome the best fans in college football back to Lincoln. With gold-class certified service, OEM part, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop can call the right place to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice. Stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electric. High Electric for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. Everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. They take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our AC, call Bryant. Same thing goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
There's a new way to vacay when you fly LNK. Check out brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Catch convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit GoFlyRed.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't worry about your current car having another road trip. Got the lot just north of 48th and Layton, and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss how to achieve fitness goals and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerHine.com. You to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 97 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What are you telling my people, Bach? Oh, babe. Come on, Bach. I thought we was on a level, Bach.
We are.
You scaring me. He ain't scaring you? Oh, he muted your mic.
Mute the mic.
It doesn't bother me.
Then we still talk transfer portal. We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I was under the impression that if you transfer once, you couldn't transfer again. But if you stay out of school for the whole year, now you're back on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to sit out a year.
You have to sit out a year, yeah.
If you transfer again.
So he's got to sit out a year.
Yeah.
That's just not being happy.
Unless you're a grad transfer, which that's where I have to look at it here.
Is he a grad? He could be, because remember, he was already, I believe, last year.
I think he was young. I think he was like a sophomore.
And I think that's what Logan doesn't have that problem, but I think he also, I thought I read that he might be a grad transfer too.
See, if they're doing it that way, that's smart on the players. That's smart on them, because they can go where they want to go.
Yeah.
It can be musical chairs if they want to, right? First of all, I'm going to say this. I don't think Jeff Sims did enough to say Casey Thompson is not 1A or 1B. He didn't do enough in the spring game. Now, had he not had any fumbles, had he threw a couple more touchdown strikes, maybe showed us what he can do with his legs a little bit more, because a guy that, to me, that can scramble and run out of bounds, he's not a running guy. Because a real running quarterback will never run out of bounds. He's going to try to get what he can. He might have to get down, but run out of bounds, there's no reason to go into collision. I have to see that again. I'm just simply saying that a real running quarterback is trying to score.
Yeah.
He's trying to score. I never really paid attention to Logan Smothers run out of bounds. Yeah.
Grad transfer.
Boom. He can go anywhere.
Yeah.
More money, more money, more money, more money. Who's
tell him who
transferring?
it was?
Well, you tell him. You told me.
All right. Well, our next one is number 4, Stephon Wynn.
Wow.
Reserve defensive tackle,
Right.
defensive player.
And
defensive
he had, to me, the best game as a defensive lineman that we had, to me, in that spring game. He was getting off blocks. He was making tackles in the backfield. And see, this is the problem with the transfer portal. Deion Sanders and those guys are witnessing that now. You get a guy, because it's in the Big Ten, right? It was on Big Ten Network. Excuse me. You get a guy, he has a big spring. Everybody watches. Remember, I told you about those guys that say, hey, how much you need? To Uncle Larry. Then Uncle Larry comes back and say, we need $150K. And then I say, Uncle Larry, meet me over at McDonald's. I'm going to buy you some McDonald's. And inside the McDonald's bag is $150K. Here, Uncle Larry. Now, tell me why Wynn would transfer. Give me a logical reason why a guy who started last year would transfer.
Well, didn't start, but played in every game.
Yeah, 22 tackles.
He's a defensive lineman. He had 22 tackles.
Well, basically, is the 3-3-5. You know,
That's not why he left.
Well, I'm not saying that's why he left.
But the question is, why do you think he left? Why do you think a guy who had tremendous upside, who had the best game as a D lineman, I thought, one of the best games, why do you think he would leave right now?
Well, it's still up in the air. You have to wait till. I mean, we probably would never ever hear the story, but I could just say they want to go in a new direction. You know, that's the defensive line coach, whoever. I mean, come on, it's not going to be a reason.
Money.
Like
this guy is not going to make money like that, BJ. I don't care if he had 20 tackles in the spring game. This guy made 22 tackles last year, didn't start at Alabama, and he's a 1-year guy.
That's what you have to wonder again with all these transfers. How much of it is their decision? How much of it is getting down to the 85 scholarship limit?
So do you actually think they asked him to leave?
Yeah. I mean, 4 guys. You got to get rid of 12, 10, whatever. We got 4. 6 more casualties, probably
8 more.
Probably more than that, because if you want to go in the portal and grab some, do you leave 5 slots open? I mean, hey.
I don't think you get it. I think you stay away from the portal. I think the portal, if you are get in the portal, it's got to be a guy who's a game breaker, a Trey Palmer, a Casey Thompson, somebody that can help your football team. You can't go in a Torrey.
So let me tell you this: Notre Dame quarterback transferred, and you know who's looking at this kid now?
Who?
Alabama. They didn't have 2 great quarterbacks that now one of them solidified themselves during the spring game. So hey, he's the hottest commodity right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. I get it, but what does that do to the mindset of the football team? Okay, everybody knows it's public now, right? The 2 quarterbacks that you got at Alabama. Oh, they hear that Alabama's courting this kid to come from where? What school?
Notre Dame.
Thank you. He's coming from Notre Dame. Do you think he's coming from Notre Dame to be the backup?
I mean, they didn't have a great spring, so Nick Saban even said that, and that's the thing. If you got 2 guys who never played, and Bryce Young is headed to the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pick, whoever was the backup should have won the job, and they didn't get it done. So now you go in the portal, and now you go and what's that? Falls practice and battle for it.
Was this kid the starter at Notre Dame?
Yes, but another kid transferred from where?
Yeah, they got the big transfer, Sam Hartwell from Wake Forest.
Yeah, so hey,
probably the biggest transfer of the whole block.
Let me say this again, guys. There's no way, right? You got a quarterback that's the starter at Notre Dame, and Alabama openly is saying, we want you. Again, how many years does the kid have? Is he a youngster? That's the question. Because if he's a youngster, I think it's a great move. If he's an old head, it's a horrible move, because you start to mess up the psyche of the guys behind. You got to start building. Man, I'm telling you right now, I would not recruit based on and not put my hand on talking to the potential recruit about the transfer portal, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad. I would tell them, I'm not necessarily looking for you. If I'm recruiting you, I want you to stay here, not we help develop you. And then after we help develop you, the money, how much money do you think it costs to develop an athlete? Set aside the school side.
He's a junior, so he got 2 years.
Huh?
And he was spotty at Notre Dame for what it's worth.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
though.
got a career 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey,
sorry, there's nobody to upset your football team over.
Yeah.
I think you go with the guys you got. You know, I'm telling you, this transfer portal is going to ruin college football as we know it. It's going to ruin it. NIL is going to ruin it. If you don't think that these kids are getting these phone calls from these people, you guys are crazy.
But take it back.
Crazy.
Bach, I want you to tell the whole story why he has 651 yards and 123 yards rushing.
Oh, Sam, who's this?
Because he was knocked out of the game for the second. He was knocked out the second game of the season. Didn't come back into the bowl game to play.
Oh, he had a concussion protocol.
Yeah, he was hurt.
If that's the guy you want, a guy that with concussion protocol.
Didn't say it with concussion.
Yeah, but regardless of what it was, my point is you're going into the
went
portal
to the Gator Bowl and threw for 273 yards, 3 touchdowns, while gaining 61 yards on the ground.
Who they play?
It's a bit of a runner.
Who they play?
South Carolina.
South Carolina that had a coach, an offensive coordinator that was on his way to Nebraska.
Yeah.
That South Carolina we talking about? South Carolina that had, I won't even talk about South Carolina anymore.
By the way, on the Stephon Wynn things too, do you think it could be? I'm not saying he was completely maybe passed up on the roster, but passed up as far as like because he's a senior about all the young guys that are on that roster that you're just talking about how many spots you have. But Ty Robinson obviously coming back, he didn't play, but Kai Wallen, the JUCO transfer, Cam Linhart, Raquan Buckley, Brody Tagaloa had a good game, AJ Rollins, Nash Hutmacher, Princewell, Uman Whalen. You're gonna have him on the field. Elijah Judy. That's a lot of the Nebraska's defensive line. That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of guys. A lot of mouths.
Who's your big guy?
Who's the big besides Robinson? Give me another big guy.
Elijah Judy's 300.
Okay, good.
Nash
That's
Hutmacher's 330.
3.
From there, Raquan Buckley 290.
4.
So Wynn would probably be in that group.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
4.
Regardless of how you look at it, it's a loss.
Here's the thing.
He played well in the spring game, man. Go back and watch the tape. A lot of times we think go and watch the tape, and all I want you to do is watch the defensive line.
Watch this. Now, you wonder why the kid's leaving Notre Dame?
Why?
Let's say, who recruited you?
Terrell Farley.
Say Terrell Farley goes to Alabama to be the offensive coordinator.
Oh, I'm out of here. Let's go, Terrell. Give me some high five.
That's why the kid's
Come
going
on,
to
coach.
Alabama.
He dug it.
Tommy
He
Reed.
dug and found that situation pretty quick, man. All right, I better get to some of these texts before we go to break. All right. Public service announcement. Volleyball tickets go on sale. Yeah, we got that announcement. Thomas and Lincoln. Wow, VJ is on time. Yeah, thank you too, Thomas. Appreciate you.
Good job, Tom.
Appreciate you for being positive, Thomas. Rob from Des Moines. Stephon Wynn entered the portal. We got that already. I'm just reading it because y'all picked this up. So Chase B says this. If you would have told me when Scott Frost got hired, his career would have been defined by an onside kick, I would call you crazy. Well, it is. Onside kick king. Robbie and Iowa says maybe Smothers.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, breaking news.
We got another one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Receiver. Sean Hardy.
Number 80.
Yes, is in the portal.
Oh, wow. Yes. It had the attrition has begun.
So here's
The
my thing.
purge.
Most of these guys came in the 2022 class. So they still have 4 years to play. That's a good thing. So you're not really losing that many years. It may take you a year to get used to that school or to crack the lineup, but hey, look, you still got 3 years. So that's good.
How long Logan's got? At least 2 years for sure. Maybe 3.
Yeah, I think 2.
2.
COVID year always throws us
Did he?
off.
But I don't remember Logan redshirt. So he's got his redshirt year too. But Robbie and Iowa says maybe he can come to you and I and Joe and join Joe Gantz. I think that'd be a good look for him. We get a chance to still keep an eye on him and watch his career. Sanderson says Wynn is in the portal. Thoughts? We already talked about that. Not with the coaching change, Sanderson. I don't know where we were talking about, but Waivers are easy to come by these days for transfers. Eric Gilbert isn't a grad student, and he will likely be able to play this season for Nebraska. This is his third school.
He has to sit out.
Huh?
He hasn't got a waiver yet.
Well, but they're working on it.
Well, most likely he's going to sit out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. That's not a bad thing because he needs to work on his catching.
Well, he might never play for Nebraska if he sits out because he's thinking about going to the NFL.
Sir, don't do it, sir. You're not ready.
Yeah. Based on the spring game tape,
This plane will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't go to the league. 1. Here, I'm gonna give you an example of a guy who should have kept his butt at Nebraska. Mr. Daniels should have stayed at Nebraska one more year, and I guarantee you he gets drafted. But these agents, these side-end people, these little people that only want to view these athletes as a number, as money, as a Benz, as a house for themselves, will tell them anything they want them to hear, their itching ears want to hear, in order to say, hey, Terrell, listen, you can go to the NFL right now. You're gonna make a lot of money too. Declare. See, that's when you obey a dummy. You can't obey dummies. You got to look at your career and say, Daniels, you got to look at his career and say, is this the best move for me and my family? No, I don't think it was. We got to start helping these young men understand long-term goals, not short-term goals. It ain't where you at right now. It's where you're going to be at in 5 years. You're not shopping or training for the job you got. You are shopping and training for the job you want. Yeesh. Go ahead, Black Shirt.
So we got more guys. Jared Sinek.
Jared Sinek, yeah.
Yep, that was, I guess,
what
that's
position
been on there. Quarterback.
He's not a scholarship.
Okay, Logan Smothers. James, the tight end from
James Carney, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it right now. So we'll keep you updated here on the ticket, 93.7 on the Black Shirt. Terrell Farley. I'm with
Bach.
I'm with
the captain.
And we'll be back.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
They're on the cusp of probably major announcements. Trev Albert, CAD, will ask for $250 million in that range. Now, add 70 maybe, and put a roof on.
Who would get to run the button? Cracks the roof and does it. Also,
maybe you'd be the honorary.
I think you should be the first one to try it. It's Bill's idea. Bill gets to do the first. I just always thought it'd be a cool practical roof.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Spring Sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Nutrition Authority invites you to save 35 to 75% off at the Spring Mega Sale. We're taking our better than internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, April 24th through Saturday, April 29th, the Spring Mega Sale is on at Nutrition Authority. For location information, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black trucks, you know the baddest in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Own Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding bells to trekking the globe and everything in between, capture your dreams your way with a no-fee Members Own Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersownheloc.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Turn this thing
How'd you
on.
do
What
that?
are you doing, Bach?
I didn't do that. Who did that?
You're trying to mess us up, Bach. You didn't hear that? He's oblivious to the
I heard that.
high frequency sounds. He's
Like
only,
a dog
he's only on
whistle.
the low frequency stuff.
I didn't have my headphones on yet.
I don't think I did it either.
Well, I didn't either.
I think it was me that did
piercing.
that.
What'd you do?
Don't do that again.
Don't.
No,
Yes!
don't do that.
I didn't. You just said, "What do you do?" I just showed you.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't hear it, because he did it.
Yeah.
Listen, no experiments in the room. We don't experiment in here. Okay, no experiments. Go ahead, Bach. Give us some info.
Okay, so a couple of notes to bring you up on. Logan Smothers, as we heard, was planning on entering the transfer portal. That's now official. Mitch Sherman tweeting that out. He's officially entered the portal. Will graduate in 3.5 years. Remember, he committed to Nebraska in 2018. Didn't start playing until 2020, but that's how long he was committed to Nebraska. So again, very loyal Logan Smothers off to the portal. With Sean Hardy, it's interesting. He was the 2021 Scout Team Player of the Year. So at least
that means what when you ain't hitting?
Well,
nothing. It don't mean anything. If you're not hitting, it means nothing. Okay, you talking to a guy who was on Scout Team for 2 years in a row, buddy.
Well, there's a lot of other Scout Team players that weren't Scout Team Player of the Year that year. So it's I think at least somewhat notable.
I'm saying I take my hat off for him getting that.
Yeah.
But when you talk Scout Team with me, okay, that Scout Team is it's in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what made me was Scout Team, having to go against grown men every day and figure out how in the world am I going to ever play at the University of Nebraska? Because these guys don't want me playing. They don't. They want to make me look bad in front of the coaches and don't let the scouts be there. Now you're really going to get dogged out. So I don't know necessarily if it was a scout team that it was built on hitting.
Yeah,
I would probably give him a lot more accolades for being a scout team, and I do. But that just means he was catching a lot of balls.
yeah, and he didn't play in 2022, so he won Scout Team Player of the Year and then didn't play this past year. So there is that. He was highly recruited, like Kentucky, LSU, Ohio State wanted him 6'3", 190. So I'm sure he'll have some interest in the portal. But with his departure, along with the other wide receiver departure the other day, Victor Jones Jr., Marcus Washington, and again, Mitch Sherman pointing this out, Marcus Washington, the only wide receiver, scholarship wide receiver now on Nebraska's roster who finished last season with Nebraska.
Wow.
Just one.
I mean, I'm looking forward to getting those freshmen, the guys that we recruited.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to getting them on campus because there's got to be 3 or 4 of those guys that are going to play. I guarantee it. Has to.
You hope so.
Has to. No question. Has to.
Till you do man on man defense.
Well, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of incoming freshman wide receivers. That's why you kind of figured from that room, they'd have to drop a few. And I guess for what it's worth, John Hardy and Victor Jones Jr. were probably the ones that you might have circled because they just hadn't had an impact on the field quite yet. But they're young players. They're kind of caught in between, one coaching staff and another.
Oh, okay. The garbologist says this. By the way, I have to touch on a subject from yesterday. I'll come there and let the black shirt hit me all you guys want as long as he teaches me his secrets so I can teach my son someday. That's dedication.
Keep your
son's not even there yet, but come beat me up so then I know all the secrets to teach my son. That's dedication. Some pain and possibly some blood for that information is a small price to pay. Garbologist, you got to come in. We got to practice on you, son.
We'll teach him for free.
We'll teach you for free, son.
Yeah.
We won't, no charge. It just come learn from the black shirt. There's also no portal window for grad transfers. They can go in anytime.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm a guy, I'm trying to hurry up and graduate in 3 years so I can be on a sweepstakes supermarket. Because that's what it seems like. John says this. Money makes things happen, Captain. The small schools can't afford to play with the big guys. There will be 20 teams who end up with top players, and everyone else will be fighting for the scraps. Then that means that means you have to cultivate from within.
Well, it's good that spring just ended because now teams see what they need as backup wise, as potential starters. So, I wouldn't say that starting for a win is out in the picture. He can go to a game and be a team and be a great backup.
I don't even know what you're talking about. This dude last year, he was okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he played more than just about anybody on the defensive line. And he was okay. I thought that of all the guys that I saw from last year, you know who looked the best, meaning they looked better than they did last year? Win. He was getting off of blocks. He was making plays. I thought he had a great spring game. But again, just like that receiver from Colorado, it doesn't pay the school. If I'm the coach, I figure out a way where I wouldn't even televise it.
The spring game.
Nope. Why would you? Why?
Well,
because if a guy goes nuts at the spring game and I'm Joe Schmo coach at Coastal Carolina and I know I got Joe Moglia as my CEO.
Tim Beck is Joe Schmo there at Coastal Carolina.
The head coach?
We respect Tim Beck, yes.
Okay, Tim Beck. Good. I know why Tim Beck got that job too. Because when Bo Pelini was the coach here, they brought in Joe Moglia, the multi-billionaire, to be a guest coach and advisor to Bo Pelini. You think he got that on his accolades as a coach? Or is it a little bit of both? His accolades as a businessman and a coach.
Both, I would say.
Absolutely both.
Well,
but now the dividends is paying back to Beck. My point is, Coastal Carolina, who has money, right, can say, "Hey, Win. Maybe 1890 didn't pay Win right. Hey, Win, we got $100K for you. What? Or they do you like a salesman. Terrell, how much you making? How much they paying you at Nebraska?
Here's the thing.
How much they paying you, Terrell?
Here's the thing.
Just give me the number.
I think
is it 50?
I think we learned our lesson about overpaying defensive linemen from last year.
Well, O'Shawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So here's the thing about Colorado. Let's touch on Colorado for 1 second. Just a minute. Now, they got 17 guys in the portal. It's a lot of crying going on and parents calling Dion. He won't give out game tapes or practice tapes.
Why would
From
you?
before he was there,
Why would he?
so that these players can get that
Negative
off of the portal.
Ghost Rider. Negative Ghost Rider. You don't get to go. You don't get to tell me anything. If you leave me, you go bye.
These
By
guys
yourself.
aren't leaving. He's forcing them out. That's what the bad look is coming from.
Listen, I'm sorry. That was a 1-11 football team. Colorado has not been relevant just as long as Nebraska. But one thing for sure, two things for certain: we did not go 1-11 around here, or it would be total chaos.
We did lose to 1-11 team.
It doesn't matter. We lost to them at the first game of the season.
Understand this though, and understand this, guys. We're forcing guys out of here too.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're no better than Colorado.
Listen, as a coach, you have to do what's best for the program. These are new coaches. You're not going to like me if I'm a new coach, right? I don't care how good you are. And I tell you to do something that you are uncomfortable doing, unless you're just that type of guy, you're not going to like me. And the first chance that you get to run, guess what you're going to do? You're going to book out of there. Just what the receiver did. Could you imagine that receiver that was at Colorado, since we're talking, who's better than your Travis Hunter, who's better than any guy that they had there, and he go in and you tell him, yeah, you got to earn your jersey. But my son, he got his jersey.
Well, the same thing happened at Colorado again. A defensive back that followed Dion from Jackson State.
Yep.
Has entered the portal.
Yeah, but was he good enough to start?
Yeah.
Where was he at in the spring
know.
game? That's the question.
The deal at Colorado is ugly today. I mean, because I think there's a little bit of truth to it. Like you're saying, I mean, obviously the media's want to jump on it. Part of it is we knew it was going to be ugly when you go in there in a 1-11 football team. You're going to cut a bunch of guys. But apparently he wasn't. The players that don't like how he did it, he went up to one guy, said, "Hey, buddy, you're getting cut from the team." At the end of the day, another kid saying he didn't have a relationship with any of those kids. He was more of a motivational speaker to any of the 1-11 team, the guys that were coming in. He's all worried about his guys coming in. So he said he didn't talk to him more than 3 times. He didn't have a relationship with several of them. Well, that's a personal account from a guy on the team.
I still don't believe it.
So
that's his account.
Colorado has now 16 returning scholarship players. They basically did I mean, this is basically a death to the program that you're going to have to rebuild a new team. I don't see it going well.
You said a
immediately.
death to a program?
This is basically the you can go back to the SMU. UAB was down for a year. When you clean a roster like this, you have 16 players returning. I understand it wasn't a one.
How many scholarships?
But you're trying to build a whole team.
You brought in 40 guys.
Right.
It's a brand new team, though. That's
Doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying.
Then you're going to bring in 40 more this summer?
He's going to have to. He's got, if he brought in 40 guys, he's got 16. He needs 20 more guys out of the portal.
How many scholarship guys are they over the limit?
They're not over. They're not going to probably get to 85.
Well, then let me tell you something. I can guarantee you he's going to be able to fill the team.
Yeah, Stephon Wynn might be there.
A good team. Okay?
Good luck.
All right. There's no luck in this. Listen, you can't put old wineskins into new wineskins. If these guys are not 100% committed to you as a coach, that goes for Coach Rule, that goes for any coach that's a head coach right now, and they're trying to rebuild a program, get rid of them. They're going to be a cancer. Get rid of them. Shoot.
I wouldn't work.
I think 1-11 is coming back around on old Boulder.
I don't think so.
Don't let that one be against us.
Yeah, that one probably Nebraska.
I don't think so. I think you better be careful when you say that, because if they, I mean, how much is Dion worth? $45 million. Okay, I ain't gonna say that again. He's worth $45 million. I'm quite sure they got some money. They won't have a problem getting 85 scholarship players. You think so, Bach? I don't.
They might get 85, but I mean, it's a whole brand new team. It's like an expansion team in the NFL. I mean, that's a tough first year.
It's not, because it's not the NFL. It's college football. It's a difference. NFL is X's and O's and executing fast. College football is about having big heart, still executing, but playing disciplined football. You can get it done with it just about anybody. they play together. Yes, it's the ticket. And we churning. Fastest 2 hours in radio.
Yeah.
And we're powered.
By.
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 We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show.
This is Lincoln's Home Sport Talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticket.com. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interest. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. Same thing goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, Plumbing. Just one call. 467-11. We do whatever it takes.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra light duty and new Silverado light duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at KoppelCars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
This is former Husker Kenny Wilhite. Some kids worry about basic math. Others worry about basic needs. In Lincoln, 132 kids are receiving intensive support from Cedar Street Outreach Team. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day on May 24th, even further. Go to GiveToLincoln.com. Make a gift to Cedars and support Lincoln Kids. That's GiveToLincoln.com, helping kids through Cedars.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeah. We back. We back. We back. We calling this cut down day. Wednesday. The Ticket 93.7 on the black shirt. The captain. Bonk. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready?
For what? Your song?
The talk.
More cuts.
More cuts. More cuts.
And you know what, man? You know who makes me mad on the text line?
Who?
Chase B.
Why? What did he do?
Smart mouth.
What Chase B do?
I don't know.
He doesn't like any mention of Colorado.
Yeah. Stop. Can we get up Colorado, please? Chase, go get your shoulder pads. Go get your helmets and meet me in the parking lot.
I don't know. Chase might come handle that now. If that's my Chase, Chase may come handle business.
He won't go back to work today.
Yeah, he gonna go back.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, he might be battered and bruised, but he gonna go back.
Okay,
he'll go back to work. You don't think so?
Can't walk when you got a sore tailbone.
Dang, you gonna put him on his back?
On his butt.
Who's got the ball? Is he the ball carrier?
Yes, of course.
He loses.
Hey, look, I run the ball too.
You guys want some bad news?
What?
Come on, man. Hold up. Hold up before you do.
Okay.
Let me read this first.
Okay.
Brando Sports World says, Captain, how do you guys all bring all this energy every show, day in and day out? You guys bring your best every day, and I just want to say thank you, guys.
Hey,
how do you do it, Terrell?
I wake up feeling great.
All that
that's
COD.
greatness. That's Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
When you wake up and you just taste greatness, it's gonna be a good day every day.
All that COD and you still got energy.
Yeah,
up all night cleaning,
No.
all morning playing COD.
I didn't play. I played 2 games this morning, but yesterday, Rico hopped online and the server went down. Couldn't play.
Couldn't play a game.
Couldn't play. I was gonna have to carry Rico.
You against
anyway.
Rico, not meant to be.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
you were going to be on a team. Okay.
Yeah, Rico got up there with a big mazooka on his back.
Mm.
I was like, Rico, what is that on your back? A mazooka. Who plays with a mazooka anymore? By the time you pull that thing out, I would have been killed you 3 times, Rico.
Kevin C's got a good question.
Yeah.
What situation would you have to happen for both Sims and Thompson to be comfortable staying with us next season? I would love to see them both for us in the fall.
Well, a good thing that Casey's a senior, and it's a good thing that Jeff Sims is a junior. Bad situation, you can't have 2 of them on the field at the same time. I figure, and what I'm thinking is that Casey's back throwing anyway. They had him on Twitter today passing. He's throwing now. So, that's a good thing for Casey. The best scenario I can say is Casey wins the job. Jeff Sims backs him up, but Jeff Sims plays a lot. Not a little, but a lot.
It's great if you got two quarterbacks that can, because you can't prepare for both.
Special downs, I feel comfortable with Jeff Sims coming in third and short. Anything, even second and 5, I would bring Jeff Sims in. Yeah. But I would keep Casey in there comfortable, though, because, like I said, I don't know how well Jeff Sims throws that 50, that 40-yard pass. I've seen him throw the 10. I've seen him throw the 15 fast. Mm-hmm. He throws it like a fastball. Now, Casey, he puts it up there in the air great, and it comes down beautiful. So the best scenario we could pick for this is that both stays and both plays.
Yeah, that'd be the best scenario. I think that's going to happen. I think that might – Logan Smothers wouldn't have left if that wasn't necessarily on the table.
Well, like we say, these kids didn't leave on their own. I know that. We got 8 more to get out of here.
I don't know who.
We have to wait to find out.
Who you going at this point? Give me some names.
I'm not giving names. I'm not giving names.
Give me some names.
Who would you cut?
Who would you cut?
I will give you position.
Who would you cut?
Positions. There you
Who
go.
would you cut?
Another tight end. I do some DBs. And
you got to get to beat some of those DBs out.
Yeah, you got too many DBs. Probably another receiver. You got 8.
Give me some names, Bob.
I'm not giving any names.
Names, Bob.
Offensive line was thin this spring, so probably not from there.
They're safe.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into the names.
But I do think that there's a great scenario for both of those guys to play. I think Jeff Sims, being that he's got another year, is a great situation. Just look at the scenario unfold right now. Casey Thompson starts. Jeff Sims plays a ton. We win the Big Ten North. I know I'm drinking Kool-Aid. Let's drink with me. It's North to me. It's not West. Okay, we win the Big Ten West, but it's Northwest. Mm-hmm. Anyway. We win the net, and so Casey leaves. Jeff Sims is the starter. Guess who comes? Real. Right?
No, that's a great.
And then he takes over partway through the season for Jeff Sims.
Jeff Sims is getting the short end of the stick.
No, not really.
He gets to play a little bit with Casey, play a little bit with Dylan.
But we're good now.
Yeah.
We win the Big
Ten.
Ten.
We're winning the Big Ten.
Yes. I'm just simply saying that there's an opportunity for both of those guys, I think, to catapult our university football team. See, we got to start talking to them, not about you. It ain't about you. I didn't go to Nebraska because it was about you. I didn't do it. Okay? You understand that? Okay. Well, without further ado, we're going to bring somebody in, okay? Bob. What are you doing, Bob?
Okay.
Bob, hold on. Bob, let me run this real quick. Let me ask you this question. First of all, I know you were at the game.
Yes, I was.
Second of all, let me ask you, were you yelling, "Go Big Red"?
I will be honest with you. No, I wasn't.
So that wasn't you.
Wasn't
It's over with. Bob, you're done.
Wasn't me.
You're done, Bob. 10. What's up, Bob? Talk to me.
Hey, it wasn't for the DMV. I'd be first in line down here to get my tickets for volleyball.
9.
But thanks to DMV, I sat there for 3 hours to get my driver's license.
That's because you didn't get there early when it opened, Bob.
It's near the end of the month.
No, because I was sitting at DMV for 3 hours.
Bob, you got to get there early.
Yeah, thanks to DMV. But anyway, hey, I got my volleyball tickets. Did you get yours?
Not yet, Bob.
Oh man,
Bob.
We got to set that record. We got to set. Man, everybody's got to get out there and get those tickets.
It's going to be a sellout, Bob.
90,000 plus would be great.
It's going to be a sellout, Bob. You know it because they've already broke. They're getting unexpected. They're having to open up extra sections, Bob. It's going crazy.
How many do you think?
70,000.
Ooh. How many do you think?
I You know
That
what?
beat
You
the
know
spring
what?
game.
I'd like to,
70,000.
What?
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's going to be nice. And when's the last time volleyball was played in Memorial Stadium?
I don't think it has been.
Thank you.
Never been there.
Well, everybody wants to see
No,
it.
hey, but guys, guess what? Wisconsin stole our attendance record, okay? Stole it from us. We want to sell out so we can get back what is ours. It belongs to us, not them. We are the volleyball capital of the world, not them.
Anything else, Bobby? Hey, yo, Bobby, give it to me.
You know what? And you know what? I still
Six.
like this team, and I still think I would still like this. You know, I just hope we have a good season. I just want us to play well, and and rock Colorado, and rock Minnesota, and get back to the old Nebraska. And I think Rhule's going to do that for us.
Nice. 3. You got anything else, Bob?
Go Big Red!
Go Big Red. Thanks, Bob.
Big Red.
Yo, Bobby. We appreciate Bob every time he calls, man. Okay.
Two times this week.
Okay.
He's not the first guy to not like his trip to the DMV. So
Listen, if you got to go, first of all, you should never let your driver's license expire. That's when you got to go to the DMV. But if you don't let them expire, all you're doing is going and renewing. Get there early. You know it's the end of the month.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get stuff done, and it's a circus. Okay? Don't be a part of the circus. Get there early so you can watch the circus, not be a part of it. Sorry, Bob. B says, do you think if the NCAA adjusted the transfer rule, the NIL problems go away? Seems like finding players that play for Nebraska is hard. There are many they play at Nebraska. Go Big Red. Hold on. Somebody asked me something. Let me see something. He said, has VJ ever won? Where is that at? Has VJ ever won a you know what I'm talking about? Can you find it? It asked had I ever won the scout team player of the year. You found it? Did you? We didn't give out scout team player of the year. You got scout team player of the game. Well, and I got multiple plaques.
You still have those?
Multiple plaques.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Multiple plaques.
Got receipts
with the date on it that says
that's right.
For Sean Jackson, you was the scout team player of the week.
How many tight ends of the game you got?
Probably like 5 or 6.
Did they give out those plaques too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're player of the game.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, I never got the MVP, but I got receiver of the game.
They give out the game ball every week?
No, we didn't get a game ball.
No,
You got a plaque.
A plaque.
And the plaque said something.
I got the ABC player of the game.
Oh, yeah.
I got the plaque.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Didn't win anything.
I wonder how much those things are kind of something like that's worth.
Who knows?
Yeah.
$100.
I'll give you $100 for it. I think I'll give you 120.
Oh. I don't know, Buck.
That sounds pretty cool. I never got one.
Byron says Gilbert is getting a waiver. Georgia already gave the okay. Is it Georgia that gives the okay?
No, the NCAA.
Georgia has to be a part of it, yes. But
So they have
the
to say,
NCAA
okay,
also
we're
has to.
good.
Yeah.
Now you're waiting on
You know what that
NCAA.
means? You know what that means when Georgia says, okay, you go ahead, guys.
They just want to get rid of him.
Yes, they're not worried about him.
Yeah.
You see who they got?
Well, remember, schools used to like
As
before there
long
was a
as
huge
you don't-
transfer portal, the schools used to block guys from going in conference.
Yeah, in conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as they don't go in conference, they don't care.
These days with player mobility, you would look like a pretty bad guy if you're blocking anybody.
And you know
I
what
think.
Georgia would say? We're not going to play them next year anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Robbie in Iowa says we also play UNI in 24. Do we?
Northern Iowa? We might actually. I'll look it up.
That'd be Logan Smothers has returned.
By the way, I would announce this to you guys. Want to get your thoughts along those lines. So UTEP and Western Michigan announced their trips to Ann Arbor in the coming years. Michigan just announced also that they're going to change their schedule so that the Texas will come to Ann Arbor in 2024, and they'll make the return visit in 2027. Michigan has not played a non-con away game since 2018 and is not slated to do so until 2025. This year, their non-con includes East Carolina, UNLV, and Bowling Green, which means their first away game will be Nebraska, September 30th. So at least there's a little bit of edge there. But you're talking about what, 7-8 seasons there of not traveling away, so they're not signing home and homes. At least the ones that they do. They signed one with Washington, which I think they played 2 years ago. That it's not like they're not going back to Washington until like 2026, but that's a long time not to leave Ann Arbor.
Yeah, so that is a long time. We are about to see another 16 players go into the portal or more. We are way over the scholarship limit, says Thunder. VJ can catch, sir, and that needs to be changed. VJ can catch. If it's anything negative, get him off of here, Bach.
Don't block him again. I had some trouble trying to get Nyla back aboard.
Did you?
She did. She's aboard.
Yeah. It says, has anyone talked about how ridiculous Deion looks in that cowboy hat? Maybe that's why kids are running away.
Hey, man, there's plenty of black cowboys out there, man.
I thought he looked pretty good.
I think he looked pretty good. Hey,
It's a little out of order, but it looks good, though.
Yeah, man. I think we started the Cowboys.
We're not going to be talking right. We're not going to be talking crazy about Deion.
Just because he got a cowboy.
He got a cow. He's trying to fit in up there in Boulder.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him in Nebraska? He got overalls on.
Yeah.
And a straw hat.
Yeah. Looking like
with a corn cob in his pocket.
Yeah. Herbie.
Sweet.
Hank. We'll call him.
Bob says, in line to get my volleyball and baseball tickets. Go. I thought Bob was moving to.
Hey,
he called back and gave us an update on that. We don't need to hear again.
Really?
Yep.
Right,
he's a frequent traveler.
Sorry, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says kind of hard to be there, to be for the coach when the first thing he does is say he doesn't care about building a relationship. Get in the portal because I'm bringing in my own guys. That was a little.
That's what Deion said, and that's what he's doing.
Well, he told you the truth.
Yeah, that's what he said he was going to do.
You know, I mean, it'd be hard to jump into the portal, but if I'm them, I'm figuring out a way. I would be going and watching tape. See, I'd be a little bit smarter than your average boo-boo. I would be watching tape by myself with my cell phone out, recording.
That's what they're gonna do now. They're gonna tape their cell phone to their chest so they can't see it and just hit record. Hey.
Record.
There you go.
So if I felt like if a coach came in and told that to me, right, and said, "Hey, I don't care what you guys are, I'm coming, and you guys has been here, you better be running." I'm gonna figure a way. I'm gonna be quiet, zip it. I'm gonna go out there and play as hard as I can, as much as I can. And every practice, I'm going to record it. You know why? For that very reason.
Yeah.
When some school calls, Nebraska says, hey, Deion, we want to see your spring game tape. Can you send it to us? Because you know they can do it with the click of a finger. Can you send it to us? And he'd be like, heck no, I ain't sending you nothing. But this player who's smart enough to know you probably ain't going to play for Deion. He probably don't like you, but you're a player. You better be recording that stuff. Or you're going to be lost in the shuffle, lost in the sauce. It's not right. If you're going to tell a guy that, hey, you're probably not going to be here, you should allow him to get a little bit of his tape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that, 81. Garbologist says this, and then we'll throw it to break, black shirt. He says, I'll be in town June 4th with my 17-year-old brother-in-law for a camp with Coach Rule. Seriously, would you meet us and really give us some tips? We're going to Iowa State June 3rd, Fit Camp. His last weight, dang, he was 6'6", 385. He said, I'm 6'9", 287. I can take a couple, LOL. Wait, we're gonna run that after the break.
What?
Yeah, he's 6'6". Hold up. He's 6'6", 385. We got to train him. Come on, man.
What can I do with that big guy?
I can do a lot with a big
He
guy.
can fall on me and hurt me.
Nah, we're going to train him how to use his hands.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we are rolling on the fastest 2 hours in radio. Black shirt, throw it.
All right. This is the Ticket 93.7 on the Black Shirt, Terrell Farley. I'm with Bach, and I'm with the captain. We'll be back.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling trade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's EBCOINC.com.
They say that April showers bring May flowers, but May delivers a lot more than that at GE Landscape Supply. Stop by for the Spring Landscape Days sale with almost everything on sale. Get 15% off of mulch, 10% off decorative rock, 20% off of flagstone, 25% off of decorative cobblestone, 15% off of stone edging, and 10% off soils. Save up to 25% rain or shine from May 1st through the 6th at GE Landscape Supply for the Spring Landscape Days sale. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
There's a new vacay when you fly LNK. Check brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Catch convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit GoFlyRed.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
America's been around since 1776. That's nothing. America's still just learning how to party. The Irish? The Irish have been doing it for thousands of years. Party the Irish way at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket. They've got your favorite Irish beers on tap, along with all the locals and domestics. Plus great house cocktails, a huge selection of Irish whiskey, and the best Irish pub food in town. See the full menu and list of specials online at mckinneyspub.com, or just head down there. McKinney's Irish Pub at 7th and P in the Haymarket.
In installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. With REC Solar Certified Pro Installer, handle jobs in Lincoln area. Let us show you real-time results in your day at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. Commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-403-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
They're on the cusp of probably major announcements. Trev Albert, CAD, will ask for $250 million in that range. Now, add 70 maybe, and put a roof on it.
Who would get to run the button that retracts the roof and does the next? Also,
Maybe you'd be the honorary
I think
button.
I think you should be the first one to try it. It was Bill's idea. Bill gets to do the first. Here's what I thought. I just always thought it'd be a cool thing to have, the retractable roof.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Come on.
Lost my baby in a pool game. Lost my baby in a pool game.
Start it over. Start it over.
We just got to start at the top here.
Start it over. He ain't right.
Yeah, Bob, you can't.
Garbologist, make sure that you get with us, man. Some kind of way, get with us so we can get with you when you come.
Powered by
That's a
Bauer
big boy. We
on
want to work with him.
93.7 The Ticket and
66385.
theticketfm.com.
Lost my baby in a pool game.
A pool game.
Lost my baby in a pool game, and I know. And I can't go home.
I can't go home.
And I know I can't go home.
I can't go back home.
Lost my baby in a pool game. Lost my baby in a pool game, and I know. And I can't go home.
I can't go home.
I said I know I can't go home.
I can't.
Lost my baby in a pool game. Lost my baby in the pool game. Lost my baby in a pool game, and I know I can't go home no more.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
That's probably one of your best renditions
That was a
right
good
there,
one,
sir. Good job. Even though the camera wasn't on you. And
Hey,
great job.
Look, if anybody's recording that, you got to give me my what they call it,
your royalties.
Yeah, my royalties, because
don't be just setting you up.
Yeah, I don't want to be driving down Old Street and
you hear, I love my baby in the pool. What?
Who is that?
You better get that copyright. You better get this situated, man. Because you mess around and hear that, I guarantee you. Okay, so let me see something here. Let me get back to some of these text messages. Yeah, nope. That's Bob. All right, Scott says this. Waking up every day is a blessing. Yeah, you're right. Dave Brasker, with Casey's injury history, they'll both play. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well,
They're both a bit up and down.
I think they'll play even
They've
if he
both
doesn't
had
get
injuries.
hurt.
Yeah.
They'll still play.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see. Here we go. She says, damn, the Kool-Aid you drinking must be strong. You know who that was, right?
What's that?
Nyla.
Yeah.
Block her.
No, I'm just
I'm not going to block her. Forget it. I'm not blocking anybody anymore. There's no more blocking. Anything goes.
Is it a good thing when Ohio State has a receiver that transfers?
Depends on who it is. If he's a backup, no. I think that's a good thing. He should get out of there so he can go play somewhere and maybe help somebody.
It's always a crowded room there.
Yes. Go somewhere where you can play, where you're loved and wanted. Trust me.
Well, this guy. Just hold on. This guy's from Texas. He was
in the transfer portal.
Yeah, he's a freshman, true freshman.
Ooh, that hurts. That hurts when you get a guy like that and he gets in the transfer portal. I think that hurts. 66153 says Bob is the only guy who's not in on the joke. He is. Bob knows.
He's got it.
Bob, trust me, Bob knows when the countdown starts. We see Bob sometimes outside of here, so Bob knows.
Colorado, by the way, has now over 50 players into the transfer portal with I think they're at 50.
50?
They're at 51 now.
Oh, my.
And another guy who joined in January, who transferred from Florida to follow Dion, didn't make the team apparently, so he's re-entering the transfer portal.
50?
51.
Yeah, I don't know, Dion. You need to,
That's what I was telling you.
you might need to.
He's cutting everybody.
You might need to get that situated. That don't look good at all.
Yeah.
51 now?
Mm.
I mean, it could be 80. I still say, right? Remember I talked about foundation.
Mm-hmm.
If the guys ain't going to do what Dion wants them to do, cut them. Get rid of them. Same thing with Coach Rule. If you're not going to be under his rule and do it his way, he should get rid of you. Alante Brown. You want me to keep name? I can name some more.
Monte Brown, by the way, just got an offer from Purdue, I believe.
Ooh. Well, Purdue's got to get a quarterback.
Well, let's talk about
Purdue doesn't have a quarterback.
Let's talk about your boy for a minute.
Who?
The one who's going to Wake Forest.
Yikes.
Let's at least get it out the way.
Okay. I'm bummed about him going. to
Yeah,
Wake Forest,
Hunter
by the way.
Silas.
But I mean, Wake Forest is a contender.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to be, I guarantee he wanted to be with a contender, I guess. Give me some backstory, Bob.
Well, for what it's worth, too, I mean, I know we know Hunter Sells. We know how heavy of a recruit he was, and it'd be great to have him come back to Nebraska. He did average 4.5 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per game. Good guy off the bench for Gonzaga, not necessarily a star. You would hope that he would take that next level. Obviously, was at the spring game this last week. So, I mean, he was interested in Nebraska as recently as Saturday, at least. But ultimately going to Steve Forbes and Wake Forest today. Meaning Nebraska still probably out there looking for a point guard. This obviously, along with the news on Sunday that Latrell Wrightsell Jr. was going to Alabama. So the whole in-state haul of getting
Alabama
the guys to come back.
Are you kidding me?
It's not. It
Hold
doesn't
up.
look like it's happening.
Alabama?
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
What's
are you
that
kidding?
now?
Wait, are you kidding me right now?
Say what
No.
now?
Latrell Wrightsell Jr. also has already decided to go to Alabama.
Wait a
on
minute.
Sunday.
Was Alabama not in the dance?
Oh yeah, they're the number 1 overall seed.
How did he skip all the way over to all these states to go to Alabama and forget about Nebraska?
He didn't forget about him, even more so than the Wake Forest thing, like you're saying.
I'm bummed, bro.
Even more than the Wake Forest thing, he's going to a contender. Wake
That's
Forest
not
is what
cool,
it is,
man. What's the justification of that? How did we not get that done?
Well,
How did we not get? Listen, I'm gonna tell you how we not get. Latrell is a friend of mine. I'm calling him. Why wouldn't we have gotten that done?
we just don't have. We can't sell what Alabama has right now.
What do they have?
They were literally the number 1 seed going into the tournament last year. Like they're going to be a top 10 team going into the year next year.
They
You
also
wanna put
were
Latrell
involved
Wrightsell
in
Jr.
a murder too.
They were also involved in a murder.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's good over here, good over there. Every team, every school has it. I'm saying the kid's from Nebraska. His dad starred at Creighton. How come we're not keeping these kids at home? Alabama thought he was good enough. Did Nebraska think he was good enough? Because from the chickens that was crowing earlier, or do chickens crow or the roosters crow?
I think Roosters.
Okay, from the roosters that was crowing earlier, they seem to think that Nebraska didn't want the kid. Anybody can confirm or deny that?
I heard that they were trying to pair both those guys. I mean, I don't have sources on the inside or anything. I would assume if Alabama wanted him, they probably gave him a call, and I think they were at least at that level with him. But Hunter Sells, especially it's with Wake Forest, because they're not necessarily a contender like you were saying. I mean, that's a team went into the NIT 2 years ago. Last year, 500 play in the ACC, 19-14 overall. I don't know what they necessarily did to get Hunter Salas or were interested in him. You never know with the NIL stuff. Maybe that could be the case too, but that one's tough because you're like Wrightsell Jr. I understand. If it's Alabama, then so be it. You're not necessarily on that level. Wake Forest is where Nebraska is. I mean, it has a little bit better basketball history, but
there's no way that you get an opportunity to get Junior and you don't bring him in and he goes to Alabama. I'm for real. That to me is the reason why Nebraska basketball, Nebraska football has been garbage the last 10 years, 15 years, is because we want to continue to coddle guys that's not even from here.
Well,
and you get a guy like a Ricel Jr., and you telling me that Alabama wanted him over Nebraska? Something's wrong with that picture, bro.
And you know, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. They was like, "Well, we got this new facility going up, and the kids are gonna love it." I said, "They're not gonna love it if you're 4-11, 3-9. They're not gonna love it. You're just gonna have a great facility.
Yeah,
it ain't great until you start winning. So you know, we got a long way to go in both sports."
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen here. Listen. Not only we got a long way to go, the run's tomorrow. The run. Everybody been saying that I've been ducking. It's tomorrow. Be there right after we leave here. I don't know if we're going to be. We'll let you know tomorrow. We're going to be at UNL's track or we're going to be at Lincoln East. One of the two. But the run's tomorrow. You want to be there? You want to put me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those platforms? Now's your chance. Now's your chance.
It's gonna be 69 degrees tomorrow.
Perfect weather.
Yes, perfect.
It's gonna be.
Nice.
It's gonna be exciting. Okay, so we'll either be at UNL's track or we'll be at Lincoln East, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Terrell's gonna run the 40.
Yep, I'm gonna run the 40.
Are you gonna race Rico?
Yes, Rico said he can beat him.
Rico's too slow for me.
He's about to blow Rico's doors completely off. Rico's a track guy.
Yeah,
allegedly.
I'm a track guy.
Hey. You didn't go to college to run track. You're not a track guy. You could not have.
I could have.
If you could have, you would have, but you didn't.
Chose football as my sport.
That's what I know. So then you're not a track guy. You're a football player with speed.
Well, I'm a track guy.
You didn't run track in college.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Hey, VJ.
Huh?
I'm a track guy.
Okay, cool. I'll leave you alone about
Thank
you and
you.
your track prowess.
Hey, I see Casey throwing, man, and oh my God.
Throwing dimes. 6 from 40 and 50 yards out.
Yeah.
Dimes.
Was there a pretty good defensive back on him?
I have no defensive back.
Okay.
What does that mean? You
I'm
don't like
making
Casey
sure.
Thompson, man.
It's not that I don't like Casey
Yeah,
Thompson.
you don't like Casey
I don't
Thompson.
get
You and your obey shirt. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
obey you.
I am.
Who's your starter?
Jeff Sims.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
bet
That's
he is.
right.
Why?
That's
I
right.
bet you're so.
Why?
Great question, Black
Why?
Shirt.
Why? Tell me why Jeff Sims is your starter.
He's a lot more mobile. He's big. I think that fits the offense that they're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading the tea leaves. They went out and got a starter in the portal.
Who?
Matt Rule and staff.
He's not a starter yet.
He ain't started.
He
yet.
was a starter. He started at Georgia Tech.
He's not a starter at Nebraska yet, sir.
That's fine, but they didn't go and get Chubba Purdy, who hasn't played 3 snaps somewhere. They went out and got a starter.
Looking at Jeff Sims' stats from Georgia Tech, we won't win that many games.
How many have we been winning with Casey?
Well, we went 4 and 8.
Well, he was hurt.
Yeah.
Now, if
All
you
right.
have you give
What are
Jeff
you talking
Sims
about
that,
here?
that
I'm
third
not
offensive line.
anti-Casey. I'm just trying to balance the
Sounds
show
like
because
you're anti-Casey.
Well, because you guys are so heavy, Casey.
What are you talking about? I'm
We need
not.
to balance out the show a little bit.
I'm not heavy, Casey. Here it is.
We're
Jeff
gonna
Sims.
balance it out. We're gonna balance it out with Case with what's his name?
Jeff Sims.
We're gonna balance it out with Jeff Sims coming in to relieve Casey some.
Are
That's how
we
we're gonna
are we
balance it
drinking
out.
Kool-Aid or water?
I'm reading the tea leaves. That's
Or-
what I'm
I don't care what you're reading.
And
We're
I
looking.
sure don't drink Kool-Aid. I think
Okay,
I've
perfect.
said that.
Then we're
before.
drinking water. Tell me what Jeff Sims did to say that he was the starter at the University of Nebraska based on his spring game.
He didn't win it in the spring game. I think there's a camp.
So then he
battle
didn't win it
clearly
anyway.
going.
So
Yeah.
so you can't say he's the starter.
No,
I'm
more than
drinking the
anything,
Casey Kool-Aid.
There's definitely going to be a camp battle. I think we can all
Absolutely,
agree to
it's
that.
going to be
Yeah,
a camp.
yeah.
And listen, rightfully so.
Right.
I think those guys are closer than we think. I think because quarterbacks usually are a pretty close, tight-knit group. And I think those guys are closer. And I think they have, when a team has a mentality to win, they take themselves out of it.
Who says that Casey can't run?
I don't know who says that. I
You
thought
know,
Casey can run.
He will run.
Is he a better runner than Jeff Sims? No,
No.
but he can run.
Yeah. If he see an alley, I think he'll take it.
Where are your overalls and straw hats, boys?
I don't wear that stuff.
Yeah, I do, but only when I'm gardening.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I wear overalls.
I only
You
wear
kidding me?
overalls when I'm killing pigs.
I grew up on overalls.
when I'm pig hunting.
Oshkosh, Pagosh.
Oh yeah, Oshkosh.
Yes, those were I had different colors of overalls. Nice. And I wore it with the Chuck Taylors.
So I'm gonna wear the
white T-shirt.
I'm gonna go what they call them boar hogs. But I'm gonna wear some overalls with no socks and shoes on. I'm just gonna be barefooted with no shirt on up under the overalls.
And you're gonna wrestle a
pig.
A pig.
Yeah.
It says, and I think I already answered this, but pecan pie, of course, we having pecan pie, y'all. Look.
Oh yeah.
Pecan.
Southern pecan.
Pecan pie. Okay, but we're gonna have Southern pecan pie. But pecan pie says this. VJ, did you get Scout Team Player of the Year in either of your 2 seasons? I've explained that to you, right? I've explained that. I got Scout Team Player of the Game. We went by games. We didn't go by seasons. If you had to give someone Scout Team Player of the Year, it would have been Jock Allen. Period. End of discussion. Both years would have been Jock Allen. If you don't believe me, ask AD.
Yeah, Jock.
It would have been Jock. Jock had the most touchdowns. Now, I was ferocious, but Jock Allen was doing stuff that we asked ourselves, how in the hen house isn't Jock Allen playing? For real.
Because nobody never took him serious.
Right. There it is right there. They didn't take him serious.
Nobody never took him serious.
Trev said he hated blocking Jock. I know those black shirts hated going against Jock because if Jock caught a touchdown pass against them in any part of practice, he was either going to spike the ball or throw it out the stadium. You know why?
Why?
Because when you got to take the punishment from them black shirts, you better do something to get back under their skin. Me, I was chirping. And then I'll slick you. Crazy.
Hey, yeah, we didn't talk about the other guy trying to test the waters in the NBA. What's his name? The 3-point guy.
Casey Tamanaga.
Yeah.
What?
He's gonna enter the NBA
Come
draft.
on. Who's giving him the advice?
He's not gonna hire the agent.
It doesn't matter.
Which means he can return. He's just testing the water.
Doesn't matter. That's you know what that's testing? His loyalty. Why would you go?
Well, he could go and make a lot of money playing in Japan or overseas.
Go do that then.
He's not. He
Why?
said it's going to be down to the NBA or Nebraska.
You're hanging.
So there's his loyalty.
You're hanging the keys and you're dangling the carrot. What happens if he gets drafted? So then you're out. Are you planning to have him or not?
They're going to have to wait. That's college basketball these days. You'd rather have NBA potential guys than not.
All I can tell you is Tamanaga, I wish you the best. I hope you come back. I think it'll be better for your career. And I think that he would be a better pick if he comes back for one more season. It'll help the university. Young man, help us. We need help. We just lost Whitesell Jr. We need help. We just lost, what's his name?
Hunter Salas.
We need help. We just lost. There was another guy that was in the portal. Mitchell. We didn't get him. We need help. Stay there, son. Stay there. Red Rocket, Anthony, 2024, Trentel Gordon, Byron, Henry, yours and more right after these messages.
Walking down the avenue, crazy.
This is Jay. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.com.
They say that April showers bring May flowers, but May delivers a lot more than that at GE Landscape Supply. Stop by for the Spring Landscape Days sale with almost everything on sale. Get 50% off of mulch, 10% off decorative rock, 20% off of flagstone, 25% off of decorative cobblestone, 15% off of stone edging, and 10% off soils. Save up to 25% rain or shine from May 1st through the 6th at GE Spring Landscape Days 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views of action-packed racing, Kansas Speedway. With a premier facility that gives fans what they want, how they want to see it. And with a Saturday doubleheader, a Sunday Cup Series race, and great deals on kids' tickets, the views will get better all weekend long. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 6th and 7th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to MWRbuildingandfence.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric, the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Hey guys, Nick here for The Body Shop. I recently had an incredible massage from Dennis and his team at The Body Shop, and now a massage for you can possibly turn into a free massage for your mom. That's right, with every service you receive in April, your name is put into a drawing for a free massage gift certificate that can turn into a wonderful Mother's Day gift for the mom in your life. Book your appointment at thebodyshoplincoln.com and stop by their location at 48th and A. The Body Shop.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 1, and 1,
and 2,
and 3,
and 4,
and 5,
and 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
and 2,
14,
and 15, and 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, getting the running through tomorrow, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We ain't even tired.
Yeah.
There
That
we
was
go.
at least a minute of moving.
All right, I'll start it over.
No, it's okay.
No, I better not do that.
We need to get out of here on time. You start doing stuff on time.
That's right. More portal movement.
Hey, Vince Washington said, VJ, The black shirt is a track guy. I think I remember an episode where Bach was reading off his hometown recognitions. I thought he had some high school track and field records.
That's right.
His record's been broken. They're broke. We know that.
Yeah.
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 Records
Did they invite you back?
No.
No.
Huh?
Did they alert
Did they
you?
re-
The high school? Did they alert you when your records were broken?
No.
No.
It's a state record.
Did your
state
high
record,
school
okay.
retire you?
Huh?
Or are you a what do you call that?
Yeah, your jersey or something?
No, not retire. What do you call it when you go back and they say
Alumni,
you're
Yes.
Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Yes.
You're in
For
the
my
Hall
high
of
s-
Fame. What
for
year
my
did you
high
go
school.
into it?
2005.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Now I'm waiting. I got the key to the city.
And you
Did
got
you
the
get
key.
the key to the city?
I got the key to the city in 1995.
Wow.
So after we won the national
Yeah.
championship,
They took the key back.
No, they can't take it back. Like my dad said, it doesn't open anything.
Oh, okay. So you will always have the key to the city.
Yeah. So now I'm waiting on the Columbus, Georgia Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
So it's kind of slow, but hey, the process will get done.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's taking me September 23rd. I'll be inducted to the Omaha South Hall of Fame.
Will you really?
Yeah. And the guy said, probably 30 years too late. But
Yeah.
hey, better late than never.
That's right.
I'll take it.
All right. Well,
Should have got it after you was the
That's
first 3-time national champion.
I would have thought so, but I mean, it's not like it's a bunch.
Yeah.
Remington won how many?
None.
Oh. Who else came?
He's pretty
from
darn
South?
good.
He's got
He's got a
Oh,
trophy.
he's an
Yeah,
All-American
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
But listen, I'm saying Remington South.
Yeah.
Give me another South football player before or after Remington.
Rashawn Jackson.
Steinkooler, South.
Okay.
Steinkooler. Oh.
Yeah, that's South. Listen, Steinkooler and those guys in 1993, those old guys, they would be down in the bottom in the sand pit, and we would be going in there and talk to them dudes. They'd be in North Stadium with the rest of us rookies, and we'd get a chance to talk to them. I thought that was cool. But Steinkooler, give me another Omaha South guy that played football in Nebraska. You can't. Who? I'm waiting. Give me another basketball player other than Terrence Badgett that played basketball for Omaha South. You can't. You can't.
Are they all retired?
You just, yeah, I guess. But my point is, give me let me see. Who was the last, other than Noah Fant? Who's the last Division I player to come out of Omaha South? That's crazy. Crickets.
Got me.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe I deserve a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Just obey. How about that?
Obey.
Anyway, let's get back to these text messages before we get up out of here. You were saying something else too, Bach.
Well, we should update. There is one more portal.
Another casualty of war.
Yes. Defensive back Braxton Clark has entered the transfer portal.
Not a big blow.
Not a big blow. Somewhat probably. Again, if you were asking me who I would have put on there, maybe Braxton Clark would have been among those names. So, kind of expected. I thought he had a really good start to his year. I think he sat out a whole year or pretty close to it after the injury and never really got back in the mix as far as starting or playing, top 2 or 3 cornerbacks.
Shout out to Willis McGahee, the 5th, or is it the 5th or the 4th?
The 4th.
The 4th. Committed to the University of Nebraska. That's good. I like that.
Before the spring game.
I like that though.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know why he did that? I guarantee you his dad was like, hey, we don't need this circus. We don't need everybody trying to jockey. Figure out what school you want. Make your decision so you can focus on the year. I like that. I like that. Trentel Gordon said, VJ is preaching. Hey, man, I like Rule for a reason. Do you know for a fact, VJ, that Nebraska didn't contact him? Sir, say Nebraska didn't contact him. I said we didn't sign him. And that we didn't do whatever contact that we had with this young man, it wasn't enough for him to say, I want to come to the University of Nebraska. We know his father intimately. I know his father intimately. I don't know what the cause was. I haven't talked to his dad because I wanted to stay out of it. It wasn't my concern until Bach told me that he went to Alabama. And I got to ask myself, the number one team that carried that monarchy of being the number one team all season long, how do they feel like that kid is somebody that they really want? And do you mean to tell me that we didn't have enough money to sign him? We didn't tell his dad. His dad wanted. You think his dad want to go to Alabama to watch him play basketball?
Probably the best form. I mean, again, I hate to say it, but that's just that program's at a whole nother level than Nebraska is.
Okay. How are the NIL leaders not making NIL moves? That is a great question. 2605. Let me ask that again. How are the NIL leaders not making NIL moves? First of all, who will these NIL leaders be? Are we talking 1890? Is that up there?
Yep.
Perfect. Who are we signing?
Well, you look at, they signed a lot of members of the football team that are on the football team. I can go back and look at all the people that 1890 have with them. As far as, if you're looking at additions, you're just kind of looking at the transfer portal guys that Nebraska football and basketball brought in. Basketball now into the mix for 1890. And they got a few guys, just not the local names that a lot of people wanted.
That's got it messed up already. Rubber Duck. See, I'm getting ready to. I'm about to mess up the church's money right now. Rubber Duck from LinkedIn says this. I got that. Quote. I'm slower than Thickless. Unquote. T-shirt in the works. You better save your money, because I'm gonna be gunning. If I know I'm close, trust me, I'm gonna put the pedal. And the train is that truck gonna go to 18.
Oh, it'll probably be close. We should have somebody out there. The countdown: 10, 9, 8. Really get that extra oomph to you.
Scaper says this: we didn't want Salas. Nebraska's fans did only because he was from Old Town. He is lazy and doesn't show up on time. No disrespect. That's just the facts. We love our own. Okay, so how do you know he's lazy and didn't show up on time?
It's also weird that they didn't want him yet. They brought him into the spring game. So.
Come on, Scaper. Who are you, Scaper? Are you you must be on the inside then. If you know this, how do you know that for a fact? That because, again, his mother is a good friend of mine. So, and his dad, another friend of mine. So please help me understand what we're talking about, that we couldn't get a Hunter Salas and we couldn't get a Wrightsell Jr. Well, why not? Do we ask those questions at Hoiberg? When we go to those media days, do the media say, how did you miss someone, or did you offer Silas and did you offer Wrightsell and why didn't we get him? Do we ask those questions? I don't think so.
I think so, and I'm not sure if those questions can be asked. I have to go back and look. There's some things that coaches can't comment on, and recruiting generally is that. But if they're in the portal, I still don't know if you can comment on that.
Cadoba guy says, I bet you 800 meters that Sim starts. Listen, I'll bet you for free, but I ain't betting the 800 because I ain't running the 800. After this, you ain't got to worry about me running anything over 40 yards moving forward. What you got, Terrell?
Nothing.
You ain't doing nothing today? Holy smokes. Jay Foreman done tapped in. Oh, yeah, we got to go. We got to get to Jay Foreman. Hold up. John says this: Captain, I didn't see Sims push the ball down the field. Either the wide receivers couldn't get open, or he doesn't feel comfortable trying to go deep, or he's got a lot of pressure on him. One or two. Okay. Garbage just says, thanks, Captain. We look forward to seeing you, Garbage. Just me in the black shirt. We definitely want to see what this kid's got to work with. 3428 says this. This is directed at Coach Bush. We've heard you talk a lot about competitive spirit and how important that is in evaluating a player. Could that be an issue with certain defensive linemen who entered the transfer portal? We must obviously talking about win.
I don't know, because defensive linemen supposed to always be competitive. They touch each other every play. They got to touch somebody every play.
Okay, real quick, your says that got me pumped for the second half of my mail route. That's right. Hold on a minute. I got to keep going because Jay Foreman untapped in. I got to get to him. When Jay Foreman tapped. Prime time from and finished her. Oh, Kinfolk Darnell. You know what he's talking about?
Who that?
You remember Prime Time?
Yeah.
Them and finished her?
Who?
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Jay Foreman, help your other black shirt buddy out. It went over his head. Kinfolk Darnell. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
From Omaha?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just make sure. Jeremy 84 says, we just call all Omaha South talent equal Bellevue West. Well, that's kind of a low blow. South's on L Street. Bellevue West is all the way over off of Cornhusker. It's a difference. Both in, wait, Omaha South, is that in Sarpy County? I don't think so. That might be right on the cusp. L Street may be right on the cusp of Sarpy and Douglas. Thomas and Lincoln says, you can't answer any of those questions because Omaha South just doesn't really exist with good talent. You know what? One day, we might change that. You never know. They could unretire the old coach and say, VJ, we don't know what else to do. We're going to let you in like Deion Sanders. Uh-oh. I'm cutting everybody. No, I'm just playing. Brad from Baldwin says, as long as no one from the ticket hits the portal, I'm good. We don't got no ticket portal guys, do we?
I haven't heard any
Don't
rumors.
be looking at me. What are you wrong with you? What? You're looking at me all crazy.
I haven't heard any rumors lately.
Yeah.
We ain't heard no rumors.
Well, you sure is looking sideways.
I'm just looking at you.
I know, but get it together. Yeah, look at this.
I don't know. I might put my talent.
You might hit the portal.
Hit the market. You might hit the portal. NIL for old guys ain't that good.
Yeah, I know.
You might want to consider your options before you jump out there in the ocean
Well, I'll be
without a life jacket.
Well, some radio station come offer me a shiny red PlayStation joystick. You know,
That's all it takes.
I already got one, so I don't need it.
So you just popping off. I remember a lot of talk about open doors. What is that? Open endorsement? And
Open Doors, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
Open Doors.
company.
Okay, Open Doors.
Yeah.
And Blake Lawrence. Look at the numbers. The NIL leaders are signing kids who can't make a bowl game and can't make the tourney. Where do we find this at? Where do we find is this public knowledge?
I mean, you can look into some of the, as far as just the NIL numbers in general, no. Some can be kind of left out there, but it's not public knowledge. That's what makes the whole thing kind of ridiculous for everybody to speculate. But I mean, you can look like On3's got evaluations, but they don't know, that's not a perfect number of what kids are getting.
Corey Lincoln in Kearney says, I think our NIL budget in basketball isn't even close to what other programs. I thought NIL was just a collective money. Oh, they got earmarked for certain.
They do. 1890 just a couple months ago, maybe weeks ago, did jump into now that they will help the basketball program. But prior to that, 1890 was not for that. It was for football and volleyball. So I have heard that too on a podcast or something where a former Husker assistant went out there and said some of the part for Nebraska was they just weren't going to compete with the top programs with the NIL money.
We're the only team to never win a tournament game.
That's right.
That's crazy. And you let Silas and Wrightsell Jr. go, and you ain't won a game. Pecan Pie says this. Rico could jump in the portal? Nah, I don't think so on that, Pecan. And Rico can't jump in the portal.
Pecan Pie's got an enemy in Rico.
I know, no. Pecan Pie is just looking for trouble. Cheeseburger says this. VJ, shout out to the one guy I know coaching at CU, Bill O'Boyle, former head coach at Chadron State. Holla at your boy, man. Shout out to him. What you got, Bot?
Well, speaking of Rico, he's going to jump in with me for the ticket water cooler. We'll get news on his adventure today to try to get tickets to the volleyball outdoor game at Memorial Stadium. So that should obviously we'll see if any more of this portal stuff goes on. We'll break that down. Good stuff in the NBA the last couple of days, and of course college football notes to give out for the ticket water cooler.
Call of Duty for you, Terrell?
Oh no, I got some stuff to do.
What?
I don't know. Sit on the back porch with the dog for a little while.
There you go.
I got some pork steaks I'm gonna cook.
Pork steaks.
There you go.
Some pork steaks and some
Pork butts.
chicken wings.
Oh, and chicken wings
on the grill.
You're not doing chitterlings?
You don't put them on the grill.
I mean, you could.
I know an old lady who can cook me something though.
Oh my God, it's over with y'all. Hey, listen, we thank y'all for riding on the fastest 2 hours in radio. We are over time. It's the captain I'm with.
The Black Shirt.
And
Bach.
We'll be right back. We'll see you tomorrow, 24 hours. I'm running the 400 tomorrow. It will be either at Unionell or Lincoln East. Terrell's going to run the 40. I'm going to run the 400. Let's make it a party.
Yeah.
Nyla, hope to see you there.